What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bray here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm going over why you should get a 3.0 Q50 instead of a 3.7. All right, so to start it off, this is kind of hypocritical because I myself actually have a 3.7 Q50.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
All right, guys, so this is going to be a bit hypocritical of a video for me because I do indeed have a 3.7 Q50. My reasoning for having a 3.7 is because, as some of you know, if you've been watching my channel since the beginning of it, I bought this car back in 2023, October. I bought it at 18. I had just turned 18 in May. So literally about 5 months after I was able to get my first credit card, I went and financed the car. So I kind of got the car for a pretty decent deal, considering the market at the time. Because mind you, this is 2023, late 2023. The used car market was just literally upside down. Anybody that was looking for a used car, you know that the cars were very fucking expensive, beyond their means, at least $3,000 above market value. So I ended up getting this car for a steal. After all financing fees, I was in about $20,000 on like an 80,000 mile 14 Q50. So I mean, even then, it still sounds like a lot. You know what I mean? It still sounds like a lot of money for this car. But I mean, I was financing it, so it wasn't that big of a thing to me. But you can even find the similar car, similar miles, for like 12K on Facebook. It may have some problems, but it's there. You know what I mean? And I kind of went with this car due to warranty from dealer, so I didn't want to go with another cheaper option that didn't have warranty and all that stuff. So there were cheaper options out there. I just didn't want to take them. I've had the car for about a year and a couple months now, and I honestly, I'm not going to say I regret not getting a 3.0 because at the time of purchase, this was the best option for me. But if I could do it all over again today, I would definitely go with a 3.0. And this video is basically just to explain my reasoning for that, tell you guys why, especially if you are currently in the market for a 3.7 or a 3.0. I'll definitely be here to steer you in the right direction. So guys, to start it off, you can clearly see that my car is 3.0 inspired, with the red sport wheels, and that's just for OEM plus look. But honestly, I love my fitment. Let me know what y'all think about the fitment. I was going for like M3 fitment. I'll pop up a picture here of what I was going for and versus what I got. Fitment's pretty nice. I kind of like these wheels right now. I like the fitment. I'm kind of bulldogging it slightly by 10 mils. I'm running a 255 in the rear and a 265 up front. I had it the other way around, but I couldn't clear the 65, so I had to put it up front. Anyways, it's off topic. That's not what you guys are here for. And I'm running a spacer. But that's not what you guys are here for. Not for the fitment industry type vid. Yeah, like I said, my car is 3.0 inspired. The 3.0, it's very subjective, but it looks better. So I have a 3.0 trunk and tail lights just because I like that better. But I do have the 3.7 rear bumper because I like that better. You know what I mean? So I kind of mix and match it. Up front, I have a 3.0 red sport bumper. I do like this bumper better, but they both look good. You know what I mean? Just like the trunk setup and the taillight setup, they both look good. It just is all subjective, and that is really the only difference you're gonna see between the two models of a 3.0 and a 3.7. Especially depending on what year you get, though. If you get anything above a 2017, that's the differences you'll see. Anything below that, you know, you're not even gonna notice the difference. It's gonna be the same thing as a 2014. You know what I mean? So, yeah. As far as like exterior wise, that's like the only differences, and that's really the only reason that I would say a 3.0 is better than a 3.7 when it comes to exterior and just purely cosmetics. But when it really boils down to it, your choice of getting a 3.7 or a 3.0 purely comes down to what you want to do with the car. When I bought the car, I didn't care too much about performance, honestly. And that may have been my mind just settling because I knew I had a 3.7 and there's only so much power you can get out of the car. But honestly, I don't feel like at the moment when I bought the car, I would have wanted more power. And like I said, that could just be me being biased because of the model I have. But when it comes to the 3.7, it's a lot easier of a platform to put power on without spending as much money as the 3.0, right? And a lot of you might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not true, because it is more expensive to get a powerful 3.7 than it is a powerful 3.0. But I say that in the sense of the maintenance you have to do, as far as like the cooling system, getting a heat exchanger, things like that. So the turbos don't heat soak. So things like that is what drew me away originally from a 3.0, right? But looking back today, especially with the newest addition to Infinity's policy, is that the 3.0 Q50s now have extended warranty if eligible. So I believe it's just like anybody that has turbo problems, and they're like not obviously not FBO, or if you know a dealership that will let you come in FBO, but pretty plain and simple, extended warranty. You know what I mean? And at this point, with my car, me having it for a year and a half, I think I probably would have just now been getting into some turbo issues. And if I look back, if I would have got a 3.0 back then, this would be the perfect time to have this extended warranty. You know what I mean? Like $250, you get new turbos, and that's really the biggest thing that draws people away from a 3.0. And it's like, now that I really look back, I do wish I got a 3.0. And like I said, if it was in this current economy of, the car prices, and I mean, it's definitely going to change now. As of while I'm making this video, the prices are kind of decent for 3.0s. May get worse with tariffs and everything. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work with the car economy. But yeah, like as of right now, as of today, February 23rd, if I could do this all over again, if I got all my money back for this car, everything I've ever spent on this car, I would go and get a 3.0. I'm not gonna lie. I would do everything I did to this car to a 3.0 plus more, only due to the fact that the 3.0 can produce more power. With the peace of mind knowing that you can get new turbos without paying $4,000 to $6,000 for turbos. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just peace of mind. Like, okay, this car isn't a bad option. That was really the only thing the 3.0 had going against it, was the fact that the turbos were notorious for going out. But like I said, guys, I mean, this car, regardless of the year you get, they all look the same, minus small things like the bumper and the trunk and, front rear bumper and trunk. That's really it. Aside from like some things like the infotainment system, that's definitely different. The newer models come with CarPlay, or even an updated, just, generic infotainment system. So that's one major thing. That's one thing I do wish I had, but $500 and I can get CarPlay. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that I took into account when I bought my 3.7. That I was like, I could buy a bumper, I could buy a trunk. Little things like that. That I was like, okay, I'm not missing out on too much on a 3.0, and I'm especially missing out on the issues that they come with. But like I said, looking back at it now, that definitely was a problem for me then. So that's obviously why I got a 3.7 instead of a 3.0. But if I could tell you guys today, like if you're in the market for a Q, definitely go 3.0. And I just say that because it's definitely a lot easier to make power with. You won't regret it once you get bored of the power this car has, because I'm currently FBO and I'm tuned. You know what I mean? And it's like the car's quick, but it's not as fast as I would want it to be. And obviously I don't have long tube headers. I have test pipes. I'm not tuned on E85, mainly because the E85 in Vegas is ass. But I'm not tuned on E85, you know what I mean? So it's like little things like that take away from the little bit of power this car could have. But it's like, at the end of the day, this car is only gonna be so fast without forced induction, you know what I mean? Without putting a supercharger on it, or without putting a turbo kit on it. And if you're gonna get a turbo kit, you might as well get a 3.0. You know what I mean? Although the 3.7 might handle the power a little more better as far as reliability, the trans of a 3.0 definitely handle it better, which I have in my car. But regardless of any of that, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to get a 3.7 to go that route. You know what I mean? If you want the power, you're going to go 3.0. You're going to go to email tune. You're going to go to downpipe, and boom. You know what I mean? You're already at 400 plus wheel. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's definitely the best option if you want power. If you want your car to be fast, if you want to be out here at tracks and, smoking all your homies out here that have other cars. Say your homie has a B58. You're not beating him in a fucking 3.7. And that's just the honest truth. You know what I mean? Unless he's stock and you're tuned and you're like fucking pockets are inside out because you spent so much money on a 3.7, you're not going to beat that B58. It's the honest truth. You know what I mean? It's just, you have to come to terms with that. So it's like, if you want to get a 3.7, it's purely for having the car, enjoying the car for what it is without worrying too much about how much power it's pushing out. And at this point, I'm there with the car. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of enjoying the car, not too much worried about making more power or how much power it has, because at this point, I'm looking into getting another car. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for either a truck or another car or something of the sort. I'm ready for another vehicle. So it's like, I'm kind of at the point where I'm starting to get bored of the car, honest truth. So it's like, I'm not too worried about the power. But if I could start it all over again and I had a 3.0, I probably wouldn't be bored of the car. because you can always, there's 1,000 horsepower Q50 out there right now. You know what I mean? So it's like the power threshold is just a lot greater. So those are the little things I would say to take in consideration if you want to go 3.0 instead of a 3.7. First thing, let's just go back down the list. Small things are going to be like little cosmetic things, the bumpers, the trunks, infotainment system, little stuff like that. Next thing would be reliability. Things like the turbos. 3.7s don't have that. They're NA, so they're a lot more reliable. But nowadays, in 2024, or sorry, we're in 2025 now. In 2025, there is now extended warranty for the 3.0s. So it's like turbos aren't any more a problem. If you have bad turbos, go to Infinity. They'll replace them for you. You know what I mean? It's little things like that. And that's something to take into account in 2025 when you're deciding if you want a 10-year-old car or if you want a, couple-year-old car. Maybe you're going to go for a 2018, you know what I mean? Maybe you're going to go for a 2020, 2023. You never know which one you want. But regardless of which one you get, turbos aren't an issue anymore. That's not something you have to worry about. So that's a big thing. That's literally the key takeaway for this video. That's why I made this video, to go ahead and inform you guys. Like, 3.0s aren't something to be scared of anymore, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't even have turbo issues. A lot of people do. It's really a 50-50 thing. And now that's eliminated by having the peace of mind that you have an extended warranty on your car. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like and a comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.